This is how it happened. I'm sitting on the porch after work with my wife, answering emails, going through my computer. She's looking at her landscaping magazines, and she says to me, "Honey, do you think you could do a little flagstone in the garden?" The gentleman that loaded this had a great big Caterpillar forklift. I don't have a great big Caterpillar forklift. I have a small Pavement Queen forklift. I don't know will lift these. These are 4,000 pounds each, or 2 tons. Each individual piece is roughly pretty close to 200 pounds on the bigger ones when you average everything out. So either we get it off in one set or we unload it all by hand, or a portion of it until I can get a forklift to get it. Also, he set it so deep because we had it in the back and the tongue weight was unsafe, and so we had to push them both forward to get the tongue weight right, and so now I can't reach them. So first order of the day is to figure out how to drag them back. What we need to do is we'll put that drawbar on the back of the Yanmar.
So is that the big box thing?
No, it's this here. We're going to put that 2 and 5 trailer ball on there. Mm-hmm. So back up there next to the Q-Tac and let's dump off that plow.
Okay.
And then we'll have to pull the ball off the Miracle truck and then get this set up and hook it up to the trailer.
All right.
Oh, careful, careful, careful. Ooh, bad news. The pin's not in here. Why would someone not put the pin back?
Not surprised, but disappointed.
That is maddening. Where in the world could it be?
What type of pin do we need?
It's a very special pin that is custom made just for that. Bad news is, even with all that grinding, that pin won't fit. Good news is, I found the one that's supposed to be in there. Jariah, bless him, he started a tractor pin box, Jack.
Oh, nice.
So the best place to take a trailer ball off is on the truck itself. So find the socket and see if you've got the horsepower to get that off of there. You know, your old man probably tightened it up.
That's too loose.
You see, the teenage psychology is primitive. You can just challenge them to a test of strength or courage, and then they'll forget that it's work and put their best into it.
It's not true. I'm just on video, so I gotta.
Yeah, I hadn't considered that.
Ready?
Yep. That looks pretty good. Pro tip, when you're tightening up big bolts or any bolts, always tighten the nut and tighten with a wrench rather than a ratchet if you have a choice, because a wrench is way stronger. That's pretty good there, bud. You got to start with the top. Put the top in first, start from the top to the bottom. So just rotate it up and back, make sure that it doesn't flop. Put your tooth down, press your tooth down in there and put some force on that tooth just to make sure that everything's locked up. Lift the machine just a tad bit. Jack's gonna set up the cat right there, and I'll grab some rigging straps and thread behind that, and I think we'll be able to pull those pallets forward, and then we'll see if the old forklift will yank them off of there. I can give you a little bit more.
Well, I'm up here.
Okay, so let's match these so they're the same distance when they come together. Perfect. Give me some slack. Now, one thing with the forklift, Jack, you want to get it as close to the mast as possible. So on something like this, if I can't get all the way in, because even every inch you move in gives you can lift more. Incredible. I thought it'd struggle more than that. I think that's going to work out pretty good. So we have all this flat area where we can kind of get them out of here, roll them out, and kind of get them on the ground, have a place to look at them and decide on what we want to do. These are really, really big, so I think it should go pretty quick. Okay, so I have Mrs. W and I got the wheel out and painted out the whole garden layout. I'll show you, maybe I can go get her, I'll have her give a tour of that. We'll wrap up with that, and then I've got to develop some sort of a sling system so we can pick these with the excavator and help place them over there. But that'll probably be the next video. So let's go get Mrs. W.
Okay.
What do you
You
think?
be my wind block?
I'll block you from anything that would come to harm you. What do you think of your new flagstone?
Well, I think it's enormous. I don't particularly love it here. I want it on the ground. You know, let's be realistic, right?
I was telling the story earlier how this thing happens. You know, like I'm on my computer and you're looking through your landscaping things, and you're like, "Honey, could you do a little flagstone in my garden?"
Just a
and
little.
here we are. A lot of flagstone in the garden.
It is a lot of flagstone.
Okay, can you give us a walkthrough? We have everything marked out with a paint, the planter boxes. Now this is a real compromise, a test of your our marriage, in that I like things neat and orderly. Mrs. W likes things more organic and wild, free flowing. So this is our compromise. I got the garden boxes and she gets the rest of it.
We do have a question though, don't we?
Let's walk there. We have lots
Wait,
of,
can I prep them?
yeah, we need some help.
So what I really want to know is fencing, but then also should we move the garden boxes closer? This is a debate we're having. Although it's in paint, so it might not be a debate any longer.
All right, break it down.
Okay, so the yellow flags are the garden, where the fence is going to go. And so we have some questions about which height we should do the fence. And then the orange is the garden boxes. And then they will be overflowing with vegetables and fruit. And so if you walk along this way, this is garden box 1. And then we have garden box 2 and 3, and they're 4 foot by 16 feet. So they're very long, but it's a small area. So that's what we thought we could put in here. Did you tell them what we're making the garden boxes out of?
Yes, all those 2x6s we just milled from the Lucas mill.
Right, so I think that they're gonna be 1 level high there and 2 levels high here. So it'll be a little bit of a slope in the garden, but the boxes, I want them flat on the top because it's nice, it's aesthetically. Over here, my exciting new greenhouse, as I love. And then we're gonna have a 2-foot planer box all along these 3 sides. The yellow is gonna be the fence here, but this is gonna be the planer box all along here so the deer can't get to it. But inside you'll enjoy it, but it'll also cover up the bottom section. Over here behind the greenhouse is gonna be all the raspberries and things that, let's face it, they're not beautiful, but everybody wants to just eat and eat them. So it'll come over here to the side and attach to the side of the house. We've already got a hose bib in here, so that's very convenient. And then put trellises up the side of the house. And I don't know if we're gonna do the esplanade apples, is that what they're called, in pairs?
Yeah.
And a little flagstone area here. And the reason for that is you can see Mount Fuji this way and you can get the south sunlight this way. And so how wonderful to sit here, enjoy your cup of coffee, or at the end of the day, you can talk to the neighbors, you can see the view. And I love the sun and the heat despite my skin coloring. I just want to soak and bask in it all day long. And then we'll have a gate here. So we're going to connect it to the house here. It needs a little bit of a break. It would look funny to make it go straight across. And so we're going to have a little bit of a break here with a nice big gate on either end, so you can go towards the mountain or towards the house. And I've been experimenting with growing things that the deer don't like. So I do have my rhubarb as one of the plants in the front, and we have to think about snow load when it's coming down as well. So
All right.
I'm excited.
So next step is going to be, we'll start the excavating for the flagstone.
Yeah.
So I'll have to take that down about 6 inches below the slab,
Okay.
all across there.
Uh-huh.
And then we'll have a path that meanders here
Over to the front.
with the bigger stones and then ties in to the front entrance.
Yeah.
And we'll put so the nice thing about having that box trailer is everything we excavate, we can put right in there. So we get rid of it off-site.
Did you tell me that the box trailer is paid for itself?
It has. I mean, I didn't realize it. It's really, really critical. It'd be my second purchase after side-by-side.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so. If I had a truck. All right, we'll see you guys on the next video.